North, she'll go to her dad. She'll be like, Dad is the best. He has it all figured out. He doesn't have a nanny. He doesn't have a chef. He doesn't have security. He lives in an apartment. And she'll start crying. Why don't you have an apartment? I can't believe we don't have.
Has North ever charged you $20 for lemonade?
I actually used to do that with my sister every summer in the Malibu colony. We would both do the same thing. So North is a future entrepreneur, and I love that. I love her so much. I just saw a photo or a video they just posted on TikTok of her and her friend dressed exactly like Kim and I.
I'm gonna give you like a wedgie.
In fact, I just care about how it looks. I don't care about being comfortable.
You look like the moon.
Oh, I love that analogy. I love the moon. We're getting somewhere. There's a way to be honest and not hurt people's feelings. So I want you to learn that because there's a way to say, you know, I might not love that.
You know, I might not love your necklace or your outfit, but I'm just trying to support you because, you know, whatever you like, you know. Is that good?
Yeah, that was a good start. North won't lie, and that's amazing. So I'm trying to teach her, like, you don't need to just jump in and annihilate people for no reason. Like, there's a way to soften it up and just not hurt people's feelings.
Not many kids around the world get as much pampering as North West. She's the first kid of rapper Kanye West and reality TV star Kim Kardashian, so she's got loads of attention even before she was born. Seems like she's living the high life, but now she's turning into a bit of a spoiled brat, acting all wild and out of control. So what's the tea that says Kanye West is furious with Paris Hilton after she called North West a rude diva? Let's find out in today's video. When you watch the interview, Kim often tries to make it seem like North's behavior is just who she is and there's nothing they can do about it. But to me, it feels like Kim is dodging the problem instead of facing it. More and more people around her are saying that she needs to take North's upbringing more seriously, but it seems like she's avoiding that conversation. So, you know Paris Hilton, right? She used to be North's best buddy, but things got rocky. Paris didn't just insult Kim, she took shots at North too. Kim and Paris had pretty similar upbringings, but they've got totally different ideas about raising kids. Paris seems to think Kim's way of bringing up North is all wrong. Kim didn't take to that well. She was furious. Now, what exactly went down between them and what did North do that got Paris riled up? And most importantly, how did Kim react? Stick around for today's video and find out all the juicy details that you won't want to miss. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss out on the latest celebrity gossip. Now let's talk Kardashians. Their lifestyle is anything but ordinary, right? They've got all kinds of fancy cars, a huge mansion, and they jet off to exotic vacations in private planes. Plus, they're always being followed by cameras and paparazzi. And North, well, she's like the superstar of the Kardashian kids. She's constantly in the spotlight, which means she's never really had to deal with not getting what she wants. And that shows in her behavior, big time. Like I mentioned earlier, North isn't exactly a little angel her mom makes her out to be. People who spend a lot of time with her, like nannies, chefs, security folks, family members, even her dad, Kanye West, says she's super spoiled and not exactly nice to people she sees as below her. And we'll get to what Kanye said about her in a bit, don't worry. But Kylie Jenner spilled the beans in an interview saying everyone who knows North is pretty fed up with her attitude. It's clear in how she acts too, like the time she snapped at Kim for taking too many pictures of her just because she didn't feel like it. North has had her fair share of clashes with Kim in the past. She's got quite the reputation for teasing and trying to tarnish her mom's image. Kim even mentioned in an interview saying her kids, including North, love to tease her, but instead of taking it to heart, Kim just laughs it off. Let me give you a couple of examples. Once, North calls Kim's house ugly and criticizes her sense of design, saying, "Who lives like this? Your house is so ugly, it's all white." Kim spilled this on Ellen DeGeneres' show. Another time, Kim was trying to make an Instagram story for makeup, and North kept interrupting, asking her why her mom didn't talk. Kim would respond in her own voice saying, "This is my real voice, and I'm trying to make an advertisement for the product." There's this other time when Kim was live on Instagram and mentioned a popular song. Now, I'm not sure if Kim did this because they're friends or if the singer paid for it, but anyway, Kim told her audience that she listened to the song a lot and really likes it. But North, in the background, starts yelling that she's hardly ever heard the song. Here's another example. Kim was getting ready for the Met Gala, trying on a new outfit. She decided to bring North along, maybe for some mother-daughter bonding time. But North wasted no time pointing out all the flaws in the clothes. And get this, the designer was right there with Kim. North said that the outfit looked cheap and that the pearls seemed fake. Then she went on saying, "There are way too many gaps in the pearls. And with those shredded clothes, she looks like a Hawaiian girl." Ouch, right? Now, some might argue that North's behavior is just like a kid being honest. Hey, kids can be like that sometimes, right? But here's the thing, North's actions haven't changed changed over the years. If anything, they've gotten worse. Take this one incident, for example. She went to another kid's birthday party, but instead of focusing on the birthday girl, she hogged the spotlight and blew out all the candles on her cake. Can you imagine how that other kid felt? And North didn't even say sorry about it. That's pretty rough. According to online sources, even North's father, Kanye West, has something to say about his daughter and their behavior. He thinks that Kim Kardashian, his ex-wife and the mother of his children, is spoiling them too much. For example, Kim reportedly pays up to $100,000 a month for their kids' nannies. Kanye thinks this is over the top and that the kids aren't getting enough quality time with their own family. Insiders reveal that Kim's nannies endure lengthy shifts, often spanning 14 to 16 hours per day. Kanye's sentiments expressed in his song Easy echo this, emphasizing the importance of genuine familial bonds over hired help. He critiques the kids' disconnect from the value of money and fame, attributing it to their privilege and upbringing. Having risen from humble beginnings himself, Kanye advocates for a more grounded upbringing, contrasting Kim's approach of spoiling their children. Despite his efforts to instill normalcy, he acknowledges the challenge of replicating his own upbringing. Reflecting on North's behavior, it's evident she exhibits rudeness and disrespect, yet Kim appears ineffective in addressing it, leading some to perceive her as more of a friend than a disciplinarian. Fans share these concerns, questioning whether North's privileged lifestyle compromises her learning of traditional values. The abundance of luxury raises doubts about the emphasis on discipline and respect in her upbringing. Observers worry that amidst the opulence, Kim may be neglecting her role as a parent, overshadowed by her personal pursuits. Ultimately, they emphasize the irreplaceable importance of parental guidance over the presence of nannies or staff. Exactly this is where Paris Hilton's criticism comes into play. Despite Kim and Paris having similar backgrounds of wealth and fame, they have very different approaches to parenting. While Kim indulges her children with every luxury imaginable, Paris seems to have a different perspective on parenting. Kim also tries to hide the fact that her children are mainly raised by nannies. While you might catch a glimpse of nannies on the TV show, insiders have revealed that most of them are kept out of sight when the cameras are rolling. This means viewers don't get the full picture, and Kim can portray herself as a hands-on parent. In contrast, Paris not only tries to be present for her children as much as possible, but also acknowledges the role of her nannies. She's been open about how much she relies on them, saying she'd be lost without them. At the Kardashians' over-the-top Christmas party, Paris and North appeared in a rather odd video together. Surprisingly, Paris seemed quite friendly towards North in the video, wishing her all the best for the future and claimed she had never spoken ill of her before. However, insider leaks suggest a different story. It seems Paris has had a completely different opinion of North, especially when the cameras aren't rolling. Paris believes Kim is spoiling her kids way too much, and she's even worried that North's behavior might become a bigger issue as she grows older. It's hard to wrap my head around Paris being nice to the Kardashians' face while criticizing North behind their backs, but honestly, I completely agree with her concerns about North's future behavior, especially as she gets older. I think that by the time North hits her late teens, things could get really out of control, and Kim might not be able to rein her in because their dynamic seems more like friends than a parent and child. And it's not just me, supporters share the same worries. One fan wrote, "Paris is totally right on the money here. Sure, the Kardashian kids have all the luxury in the world, but at what cost? The real issue is being overshadowed by Kim's constant quest to appear like the perfect mom. The kids are missing out on the guidance they need and growing up in this bubble of privilege. Kim seems to be living in a fantasy world where she wants everyone to believe she's a super mom. As for my thoughts on the subject, it's a complex issue. On one hand, there's a genuine concern that North may face significant challenges if her behavior continues unchecked. Paris might be onto something here. On the other hand, it's also possible that North's behavior is influenced by various factors, including her upbringing and environment. Whether she inherited a certain mindset from her father or not, it's important for her parents to address and guide their children's behavior regardless of who they are. Ultimately, it's up to Kim and Kanye to ensure that North receives the guidance and support she needs to navigate her upbringing and future challenges. Well, that's all for today, folks. If you want to keep yourself updated on the latest binge-worthy celebrity gossip, click that subscribe button and notification bell for more videos like this.